YouTube just hates everyone right now. So people just can't live stream now, apparently, without it getting interrupted. I was able to come back on the same stream last time. Have no idea how I did that, but this one probably won't stay up, but the other one will. Probably. Most likely. I wonder why it keeps doing that. Because, like, my internet connection is fine. So it must be a YouTube problem. A YouTube problemo. Bet you guys didn't know that I speak fluent Espanol. Just kidding. I wish. When DP and I first started dating, I did the whole language learning app thing. I did it for a couple months, I want to say. But then I stopped. Story of my life. She starts and she stops. And then she starts again and then she stops. And then maybe she starts again in a year. So that's how I work. Should I cut my hair, guys? Sometimes when it gets hot out, I'm like, I really should cut my hair. But then it gets cold, and I'm like, no. So the other night, I totally forgot this happened the other night. So I was doing adult stuff. What up, Stug? Is YouTube still broken? I think it is. Oh, it just updated. Yeah, but I might not be live for words. I might not be live for long because YouTube keeps fucking up my streams. So, guess I'm not gonna be a big streamer. I'm kidding. But yeah, we're gonna ride this wave for as long as we can, and if this fucks up, I'ma probably dip and go do something else. What was I saying before this? Oh yeah, so I was doing the other day. Hi Diana. I was doing adult stuff all day, calling people and like doing shit that I need to do. And then so I listen to YouTube at night. I listen to ASMR. I like it when people whisper, right? And so I wake up and I see that my phone is calling like a government office, and at this point it's like I don't even know what time it is. It must have been like 2. Anyways, I wake up and my phone is ringing. Like it's calling, like actively calling. And I'm like, so I I shut it off really quick. And I'm like, how did that? Anyways, That's the problem when you, have your phone open when you're sleeping. You might accidentally call the government at 2 AM. Not the government being my sneaky link. Like Olivia Pope. Y'all ever watch Scandal? That was some shit, wasn't it? Anyways. You guys, tomorrow I am having a phone call concerning somebody putting a camera up my butt. Yep, we've come to that point in life, folks. Thank you, Stug. I appreciate you. I'm glad to be here too. Death Punch is asleep, and so I'm here um because I have nothing to do without him. So, yeah, no, I've reached that point in life where I am drinking Metamucil and having cameras stuck up my butt. Yep, we're here, folks. Like, here's the thing, it's not the camera that freaks me out, right? It's the anesthesia part that I'm like, uh, cause like I haven't had anesthesia since I was like fucking 9, 10, something like that. Now I'm 30. Like, I feel like shit can go awry when you're 30. Like, people really care about you when you're like a 12-year-old kid because they're like, man, we don't want to overdose this 12-year-old kid, but they don't care when you're 30. Like, anyways, so I'm going through this whole thing with Death Punch and I'm explaining my fears, right? And he's like, people go through this every day and anesthesia is normal and it's good because you have a startle and they can't not do anesthesia because what if you startle and the thing's up your butt? And like, these are all valid points that he is making, right? But I'm over here like, I listen, my problem is not the camera. I can have shit up my butt all day. Like literally, I don't care. Right? I'm not the like I've been through my fair share of medical shit. So like shit can be shoved places like it's fine. But um I'm a little scared of the sleep part. So I'm trying to remain calm. It's very hard. Um, but I'm trying. And by trying to remain calm, I mean I'm doing a live stream and reading books and making other phone calls and trying to not think about it. Cuz listen, I know that nothing's going to happen and I know that like people do this shit literally every day. Um Also, like, I've literally never had a medical procedure like this as an adult before. Like, all my shit that's ever happened to me medically has been when I was like 12 and under. So, like, the last medical thing, I had an x ray. Yeah, I did. I had an x ray and I had like the barium shit that they put down you to see if there's any blockages in your shit. I did that. Um, and that was fine. So, but I was awake for that. So, I don't want to be put under. That's my thing. And so, this whole week, literally this whole week, I've been making jokes about various drugs that I could have that would put me to sleep enough that I'd be asleep, but awake enough that I'd be awake, you know? And so I don't know if my mom, um, are you going to go live after you wake up? God, I hope not. Okay, here's the thing. Um, if I don't go live again, oh, I can't. I can't because it's a joke, and I know it's a joke. But there's also a part of my brain that's like, maybe I should record a little something something on my phone before the drugs hit. You know what I'm saying? Just so that the world knows where my shit should anyways. Um cuz like I'm old. And it's like I don't think it's going to be anything too major. Like, what's really scary is the down the throat thing. I'm not getting that. I'm just getting it up the butt. um I probably should be getting a down the throat one, but I'm not. Why do they have to put you to sleep? Because I have a startle reflex. If you haven't noticed, so my hearing, I have sonar ears, which means I can hear everything all the time, which is why I talk so loud because everything in my head sounds a billion times louder than it is. Um It's just the way that my body is compensated for the whole, like, not being able to walk thing. It was like, "Okay, you can't walk, but, like, we're gonna make it that you hear everything." And so I was like, "Okay." And, then I came out of my mom. It was crazy. Um So the reason why they have to put me to sleep is because if I startle, there's a camera up my ass, and who knows where that thing's gonna end up if I startle a little too hard. If you know you're like a superhero. Yeah, No Stick, he comes in the chat sometimes. He has it too. And what's really cool about No Stick is he drums. And so when he drums, he's a superior drummer because everything sounds louder in his head. And I'm like, I love you because everything sounds louder in my head too. Um, so yeah. Like, DP could tell you I startle all the time because everything's always so loud. Like a fan noise, my brain will pick up on that noise and it'll be in my head all night. Like I can hear everything. I can hear DP's phone buzzing because his dad is calling him. And like it's not even near where he's talking to me at. Like, it's crazy. Can you hear people talking in the next room? Yes. Yes, I can. Or when you're out shopping? Yes. So, like, some bitches, when I was in high school, some bitches be talking shit about me. And, like, I'd be far away so they would think that I didn't hear it. But, bitch, I heard every word. I heard every word. I heard the way you pronunciate your P's. I heard I heard your attitude from 2 rooms away. Like literally, it's crazy. Um, my parents, like, cause my mom and dad be discussing my gifts sometimes, like my Christmas gifts and my birthday gifts and shit. They be having to go down in the basement, and I'm upstairs, and sometimes I could still hear like every third word. I swear to God, I can hear everything. Everything. Like that plane right now, super loud. It's really not though, because there's been multiple times where I've heard things that I wish I did not. Like, it's a weird thing because like, I, I can't turn it off, like, it's not like a superpower that I can be like, "Oh, don't wanna hear that," like, I can't not hear things, so, like, I don't have control over it, um, and so it's just there. So yeah, so the issue is if I hear something and it scares me because it's so loud in my head and I jump, then, there could be a camera coming out my mouth, and that's not where it's supposed to be. So, I have to be put to sleep, and I'm scared. At least I have Death Punch now, so he can tell you guys if, you know. Is your family going to be with you? I don't know. I I don't know. But if they are, that would be cool. And if they're not, I'm gonna be incapacitated anyway, so. And like I know realistically that I'm gonna answer the phone tomorrow and I'm gonna say, hey, could I, like, maybe just get those really strong, like, could you like, could you hook me up to the good without me actually all the way, whatever, whatever. And then we're gonna have the conversation about my startle. And then I'm gonna say, you know what, you're right. I probably should be put to sleep. And then I'm gonna be thinking about the fact that I'm gonna be put to sleep until it happens. And I don't know when it's gonna happen. So, ugh. Yeah, listen, I there is a lot that I'm thankful for, right? One of the things that I'm very thankful for is I didn't really have like a um oh, they can put headphones on you and play music so you don't hear anything. See, but even that is like what if the music there's a sudden blip and then I jump? Like cuz like literally my hearing is that crazy that like anything and jump and then suddenly there's a camera coming out my a hole that it's not supposed to. But like I know I'm gonna have to be put to sleep. All right, I already know that is a reality that I'm going to have to deal with. Um, but like I said, I'm 30 now, and things can happen to 30-year-olds that you don't think about when you're 12. Like, you know what I mean? So, listen, hey, what's meant to be will be. That's why, like, I, and like, then there's also a part of me that's like, okay, you go up my butt. What if you don't see anything that's connected to the problem? And so, anyways, it's a whole thing in my head because I haven't really gone through a lot of medical shit compared to a lot of crippled people. So, like, I had a really normal existence as a child. I only ever went through surgery, like, twice. Um, and I was only hospitalized like a couple of times. Like I don't really have the experience that a lot of other crippled people have. So, there's that. Like Death Punch has so many hospital stories, and I don't have that experience. So for me, everything related to hospital stuff is um is pretty new to me. So do you have to stay overnight? I don't think so. I think, I think they just put me to sleep. They stick the camera up there, they do the investigation, and then they wake me up, or they slap me, or they do something that is, you know, and then I think I leave. I don't think I would have to stay unless they find something like a tumor. I don't know. Like did you just witness live how my anxiety works? Wow, that was crazy. Did you guys see that? Did you hear that anxiety just click into place right there? That was insane. I would die of a fucking ass tumor. That would be something that happens to me. Yeah, hopefully not. I'm not a fan of water. I only use water when necessary. But I mean, I just want to wake up. As long as we do that, it's a good day, you know? As long as we do that, it's a good day. I love how I bought 2 new phone chargers and I'm still using the broken one. Oh, intelligence at its finest, folks. Hmm. You need to go live tomorrow or post a video. I mean, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. It's just a phone call to confirm that I am, in fact, wanting to put a camera up my butt. Um, and then we're gonna schedule it from there. Nothing has officially been scheduled yet. That is the only thing keeping me from having a full on anxiety attack. Are you friends with Will on Facebook? No, I'm not. There's a couple people from back in the day that I am still friends with on Facebook, but like on YouTube and stuff, but majority of people I like to keep a separation. Um just cuz with me and YouTube, we're like I go and then I come back and then I go and then I come back and then I go. So, um yeah. It's like nothing personal with Will, like he's fine. There's other people that I'm like, I'm good." I think it's healthy to have a separation, but I think the only people from YouTube, I think I'm still friends with Tilly, Jaren, who I met in person, and Is that it? I don't know. Couple of people. Ironically, no one that really comes into the lives other than Death Punch, to be honest. When we Oh my god, this is so embarrassing, but I don't think Stug knows the backstory, so I'll tell you a little bit. So, uh, when Death Punch and I first started talking, it was over my fan page. Yes, I had a fan page back in the day, and to be honest with you, it was mostly just like really thirsty dudes or whatever. And it was fun for me. I'd like go in there every once in a while and talk to people. And I didn't have any of my personal shit up there other than like a couple pictures of my cat, like my literal cat, not my other cat. Um, so, anyways, when we first started talking, it was on the fan page. And then for some reason, because it's a long story, but let's just say we we started officially dating like when on Facebook when you would say so and so's with so and so whatever, his thing was connected to my fan page, so it literally said Jeff with 18 Miss Mechanical whatever whatever. And like his family, I didn't think it through, like his whole family saw it and they thought that I was like this, I guess, semi famous person with a fan page, because who, like, what nobody would have a fan page in, what year was it? Like 2020? So that was embarrassing. I didn't really think that one through. But anyways, that was in the beginning. I still get embarrassed when I think about that. Such a dork. Did they think you were a singer? I I don't know. It's weird. Um and like I didn't fully realize, because I'm not, before I met DP, like I was never public about anyone that I ever talked to ever. Like everyone that I talked to, it was never, I was never officially with anyone. Um so I didn't really think about it. And then his family started commenting and I was like, well, this is not ideal, because I don't even like, it's like I'm not even, anyways, I'm not even that cool. I don't know why I had that page. But yeah. And then I ended up nuking it, but that was a time. See, if I was a singer though, like an actual singer, that would make sense. But I wasn't. I was literally a nobody on the internet. Like that page had a lot of followers though. I don't know why, but it did. Lord knows how that happened. You said DP is sleeping. Yeah, he still doesn't feel that well. So I made him play like one round of Monops with me, and then um he was like half asleep, and I was like, "Go to sleep." um, so he's asleep. And I was like, well, I could either pick a book to read or I could do this. And like I said, I don't really want to pick a book right now in case, anesthesia, you know? So I think I'm gonna wait till after all that happens. I yeah, he's just the thing with DP is like if there's any kind of sickness, that man is gonna contract it. Is sickness just comes to him. It's sad, but it's true. Um he he thugs it out though. He does. I should tell y'all the story of we weren't together at the time, but we what types of books do you read? I read I read a couple different genres, mostly just bullshit ones. Like nothing intellectual or intelligent really. Just girly shit. Me and DP have a couple series we like to pick up every now and again together and read. Um, it was cute. I remember his he was talking to his dad and we were in the middle of reading this book together and his dad's like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm reading a book with Tay or whatever. And his dad's all, you read? Like I hear it over the thing and I'm like, oh, that was adorable. So funny. Yeah, it's funny. uh Did you read the Harry Potter series? No, I'm not really a fantasy girl. I have read fantasy, but it has to be like I really like body horror, so like if something starts coming out of someone's eyeball or like if someone starts growing a limb or something, I love that shit. But other types of fantasy I'm not really into. I don't really like wizards or like any of that shit. I like mermaids, but that's just cuz I like mermaids. Like, you know, um like my favorite movie is Aquamarine with Sarah Paxton and JoJo. I love that movie. I've probably seen that movie close to 2,000 times. I love it so much. I keep asking DP to watch it with me and he won't. One day on my birthday or something, I'm gonna get that man to watch that movie. I swear to God I will. I swear to God I will. It's gonna be my birthday. And what's it about? It's about a mermaid. Sarah Paxton plays a mermaid. that's that's really the whole plot. There's there's not a lot going on. I think it's made for like 13-year-olds, but you know. It's not really that deep, but it's my favorite. I love me a mermaid. It's weird because I really don't like water, but I love mermaids. I don't know. Wow, I really didn't expect this stream to hold up this long. Um, What else can I talk about? Alright, so we talked about the cameras up the butt. We talked about me being scared of being put to sleep. What else can we talk about? I don't know. The stream is doing good. Yeah. I didn't expect it to hold out this long. The other one didn't go this long. I ate way too much yesterday. I woke up feeling like a pregnant whale. Ugh. My stomach's not used to food anymore. What's Canada like? Right now it's hot. Right now it's very hot. Well, it's summertime. It's the middle of July, so what did you eat? Everything. Literally everything. I had a peach with some granola. I had an apple with peanut butter. I had my protein shake. My mom made protein cookies the other day, so I had like 3 protein cookies. I had scrambled eggs and 1 piece of toast with spinach in it. I literally just ate everything I could because of my current situation, I'm on a high fiber diet right now. So basically it royally fucks my stomach. Like it's necessary so that I can keep my weight up and I don't look like I have an eating disorder, but like it kills my stomach, man. Like, because I went from eating virtually nothing to now I have all this protein and fiber shit. And I'm like, what's going on? My stomach is literally not computing to what's happening. So, um, that's fun. Um, and yeah, so hence why I'm getting a camera up my ass. You guys, being an adult is not fun. Like, it's not. If you're like 19 and stupid, hold on to that. I want to go back to when I was younger and friggin' summers were about drinking and listening to Nicki Minaj and shit. Like, that's what I want to go back to. Fuck. I didn't have stomach problems when I was like 21. My stomach was still made of steel, technically. I could put anything in there. No one cared. Like, I was fine. But times have changed. And now we're 30 and drinking Metamucil every day. Oh, and like, it sucks. But it's alright though. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Literally, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it and I'm gonna be fine. If for some reason I'm not though, y'all have to take care of DP. Y'all gotta make sure he's good. And if he gets with the hoe, make sure you roast her. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. First thing is getting ready the AC. He would die though. He would literally die. See, me as a girlfriend, I understand that like when he's in where he lives, it's like life and death. But that's why I'm like, babe, come over here. Fuck. Like, because I can't be doing that shit. That should be playing in my ears all night long. One of the first things I was like, yo, if you expect me to deal with that shit, one of two things have to happen. One, we get one of those like soundless fans, like those Dyson soundless ACs, or which those are like so much money. Or you buy me those real good earplugs and then you promise to protect me if anything happens. So that's literally how we're gonna not get divorced. Because at this point, like, I have to be able to hear shit. Because, like, if something goes awry, I gotta be able to pick up and call 911 or something. If I got earplugs in, I can't do that shit. You gotta wake me up. You gotta wake me up and go at him with a baseball bat or something. Like, I mean, here it would be a baseball bat, but I also wonder, what is it like to not hear everything so close to your head all the time? Like, would I like that? I don't know. Stay tuned. When you talk with DP, does the AC hurt your ears? No, it doesn't hurt, but I'll be like, you probably even seen it on lives. If we're live together, I'll be like, babe, the AC is buzzing in my head. Like, and when I say buzzing in my head, I mean like there's a literal buzz happening in my head. That's because of the fan of the AC. Like, my head will just be like, he'll be talking to me and I'll be like bzz in my head. So like, yeah, but no, it doesn't hurt like, I'm not like, ow, my ears. I'm more like, oh, that's really annoying. But he has tinnitus, so he needs constant noise all the time, where I need constant not noise. Like, I love music, so we can play music or whatever. But if we're playing music, we're playing music, and if we're not playing music, then I need silence. Like, there's two ways of being for me. There's music all the way up, or there's silence. So where like he needs like a constant noise all the time, I'm like, oh my god, that is my hell. That is my literal hell. Like, I can't do that. Like, um also, I wasn't one of those kids that were like raised with a fan. Like, when I slept, my mom made sure it was pitch black and silent my whole life. So maybe it's her fault I don't like background noises, but I do listen to ASMR now, so. Shout out to that YouTube Premium. Apparently, they're gonna be messing with that soon, too. There's gonna be commercials on YouTube Premium. Ain't that some shit? What am I paying for then? If you're gonna put commercials on my freaking Premium? Like, what's the point of Premium? What am I paying for? Anyways. Like, the reason why I have Premium is for YouTube Music and ASMR, so I don't get loud ass advertisements in the middle of it. Wake me up and shit. What kind of ASMR do you listen to? I really like the whispers. If someone's like because I hear really well, if someone's like really close to my head and like that shit makes me all kinds of like I just love that shit. So I really like whispers. I like when I was a kid, I really liked to do makeup. So like now I love like makeup role plays. If you My ASMR playlist is public on my channel, so you can see like the ASMR I like. It's public. You can get down to some ASMR like me. You probably wouldn't like it because it's mostly about makeup and girly stuff, but I love that shit. Ads suck. Yeah, they do. Especially when you're in the middle of sleeping and a loud ass advertisement comes on in the middle of your video and you wake up and you're like, grr. Oh, that's why I got the premium. That's why. Anyways, allegedly, they're going to start putting ads now no matter what. I don't know when that's starting, but I'm going to tell you this, I won't be keeping my premium if they do that shit to me. I mean, I use YouTube Music too, but I could switch back to Spotify. Paying for no ads and they put ads. Yeah, I don't know what else they could add to the premium. Like, they would have to add something else, right? I don't know. Wondering. Trying to think of other stories. I feel like I've told so many stories on here. Everyone's like, we've heard all your stories. Because I'm not one of those YouTubers that like know how to like embellish. Because I really have like my life has been pretty normal. I don't have like crazy stories. But also, Stug, I wanted to tell you, like I'm not one of those streamers that like I don't care if you dip out and like not say anything. Like you see how I am when I used to go to Will's. I never say shit when I dip out. Like I know, like I just dip. Like he doesn't even complain about it anymore because he just knows me at this point. So I don't care if you dip. I mean, I like it that you're here, but if you have to dip, you can just dip. You don't have to like, you know. I know. When I saw that, I was like, oh. I have like random paper towels like all over my everything. I have so many paper towels because I spill stuff all the time. So they're just randomly placed in my vicinity. It's so funny. I even have people that like dip out, dip back in, dip out, dip back. Like I can literally tell because I can see the view count. Like I don't mind. People have lives. Um, I mean, no, I don't. Well, I have bought the paper towels, but I think I just buy a normal amount of paper towels and just like reuse them. I have like a collection that I just reuse until they're not usable anymore. I wonder if VP is making his rap right now. That's probably what he's doing, if I had to guess, because I doubt he's still sleeping at this point. Do I wash the paper towels? No, they're paper towels. They're not cloths. I mean, they are cloths, but they're not. They're reusable cloths that you don't have to wash. Like the same reason why people use paper plates, so you don't have to wash plates. This morning, my mom and I had a conversation about Rihanna and ASAP Rocky because if you don't know, I love Rihanna and I love ASAP Rocky together. They're my favorite. They're my favorite couple. That's not me. And so, I was talking about how I have this thing where I kind of just like when people have a bunch of children, but Rihanna, who's currently pregnant with their third kid, was like, "Oh, we want to have a bunch of kids," and I was like, for the first time in my life, I'm like, "Bitch, buy a compound, have all the kids. Oh my god, they're so cute." And she's such a good mom, and I just love them so much. I support them having a fucking legacy for years upon years. For the first time in my life, like normally I'm like people that have more than 4 or 5 kids are just irresponsible, like especially at this day and age. But I'm like, girl, have 16. Please, please populate the earth. Like you need to populate the earth and then we all die out and it's just Rihanna and ASAP Rocky's kids. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being sacrificed for the cause. I love them so much. I do. I love them so much. However, my one thing that I don't like about them is the fact that like their names are Riot and RZA. Like the kids' names so far are Riot and RZA. I don't like it when people rhyme their kids' names. I'm gonna say I know that's a big thing because a lot of people do it, but I don't like it. If I ever had 2 kids, which isn't gonna happen, but if I ever did have 2 kids, I guarantee you their names would not rhyme. They're not starting with the same letter. All right, they're not rhyming. They're gonna be completely different letters, like on the opposite sides of the alphabet. Listen, she can name her kid Elmo, and that kid's never gonna get beat up. It's freaking Rihanna and ASAP Rocky's kid. That's not the point. The point is that I'm sick of people of this generation freaking rhyming everything. Stop it. You're not in a goddamn nursery rhyme. Stop. Like, give your kids their own name. It doesn't matter that your first kid's name starts with A. It doesn't matter. Give them a C name. Give them a D name. Like it doesn't matter. Stop rhyming everything. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. See, DP has a thing for like mythology, so like all our names for shit is gonna be like Thor and like fucking Trident and like Hammer. Like it's gonna be cool the first couple, but then as we go along, we're gonna have a dog named fucking I can't think of a name, but like it's gonna be like a weird. It's gonna be weird. Speaking of, it's about to be his birthday. I kind of have a plan of what I'm gonna do, but also it's not that great. So I'm open to suggestions. Ralph. I mean, that's better than probably what DP would come up with. This heat makes everybody tired. Maybe a game? Yeah, it'd be like God of War characters. I know that. He was reading me quotes from it the other day. I swear to God, that man could read me the phone book and I'd be like, mm-hmm. He be talking to me sometimes and like I'll make him repeat the same sentence 3 times over just because like I like the way he talks. I'll be like, what? Can you say that again? What? He makes me such a girl. It's gross. It's gross. I keep yawning. Maybe I do need that freaking anesthesia. I'm like, actually, give me double, give me triple, give me a quadruple. I remember during one of my surgeries, I think my mom said I started to wake up early, which is terrifying. I mean, it'd be less terrifying now because they're not like slicing me open or anything, but still, I'm like, I swear, my body always wants to be awake ever since I was a kid. I sleep more in the morning than I do at night. And like whenever I used to write anything like stories or like write even like just in my journal, like a 3 a.m. writing session, the best. You know how they say all the creeps come out at night? It's actually just the creative people. And then, morning sleeps is awesome. See, that's my prime sleeping time. Same as my grandma. She used to tell me all the time, the best sleep someone can get is from like 8 to like 10. I'm like, yes, I agree. That wind, that's wild if it is. I haven't checked on my otters today yet. They're gonna think I don't love them anymore. What do you do all night? Honestly, if I am awake at night, I'm just in my head. Um, I've always been like, I'm either like writing something on my phone that I'm thinking about or watching YouTube thinking about something. I'm just in my head. Before I had DP, it was even worse because now, like, I have someone to talk to all day. So, like, I'm not as in my head because I have someone to, like, speak to. Like, before I had friends and stuff, but a lot of stuff I just was in my head about. Like, random shit, too. Like, you can ask him, I'll be like, I randomly had this thought about, I don't know, like frogs. I'll be like, I wonder how frogs communicate. I wonder if it's about pitch. I wonder if the frogs ever have a miscommunication. I wonder what they feel like when they have intercourse. I wonder, like just like random stuff that comes to my head. I wonder what the different croaking sounds mean. I like just random shit that just like I'll be like, or I'll randomly think of a person. I'll be like, oh, like so and so. I wonder how they're doing. I haven't talked to them in a while. Or like, this so and so viewer hasn't been in my lives. I hope they're doing okay. Or like, just like random stuff that comes into my head. Or just like ideas. I'll be like, hey, I really want to do this thing. And he'll be like, do it. And then I won't do it. like, just like random stuff. Um, yeah, no, it's a blessing and a curse to be that trapped in your own mind, I think. Yeah. Mhm. Like I have notebooks full and like documents full of just like nonsense. And that's another thing. I have a place for my nonsense to go. I told DP I was like, if I croak, you have to read through every single one of my diaries at least once. And if you don't cry, I'm gonna come back and haunt you until you cry. True facts. Because someone needs to read that shit. I know it's absolute garbage, but somebody besides me needs to read that shit. I have the world's most random conversations, I think. No, for real though. I think listen, there was a time where when I was like, shit, no one's gonna care about my journals. Like But now I have someone to care about them, and that's really cool. That's a positive thing. But that would be my advice. If you've never done it before, try just and I know it's hard to explain, but try clearing your mind and just write a random paragraph about the first thing that comes into your head at 2 a.m. Sometimes it can be pretty cool. Um yeah, no, I've written all my life. Like not all the time. Some years I don't. But it's weird when really depressing shit happens, I don't write. And when really good shit happens, I write a lot. So like there'll be years where it'll just stop. And when it stops, it's cuz a really bad thing happened. Like I remember when my best friend passed away, I didn't write for a long time. I just stopped. Cuz when you put stuff in writing, it makes it real. So you'll know when something bad hits because there'll be nothing. And then sometimes I'll go back and I'll write about it later, but actually I haven't wrote in a very long time, which makes me sad. Like the whole time um DP and I started talking, didn't write about it. Not because it was bad, but just because at the time when I met him I was in a super low place. And it's not like I was talking to him like, "Oh, I'm gonna date this dude." Like, that was never in my head until it happened. So, I didn't think it would be that important. Joke's on me. I keep saying I'm gonna go back and write things, but then I don't. Mm, most of what you wrote about him, about his AC. Yeah. I, like I said, we have ways around it. Earplugs, silent ACs that are $1 million. Stay hydrated, people. He knows I hate the AC. Trust me, he knows. He would not be that surprised if there were 14 pages about oh my god, this man and his AC and he's so noisy and he doesn't know how to do anything without sound and oh my god, his tinnitus. There's he knows. He makes up for it though. He's the best person in the entire world. So it's fine. The thought of tinnitus, though, like the thought of me having a constant eek sound in my ears or like a ringing sound in my ears, like I don't think I could put up with that. I think I would have to put my head through a wall, like legitimately. What's the last movie you watched? The new Bridget Jones one that they put on Amazon. Bridget Jones About a Boy, I think it was called. It was kind of sad. But I do love the Bridget Jones series. Yeah, no, like Death Punch literally has like a constant like eek noise in his ears. And I'm like, how do you not put your head through a wall? It's because his whole life he listened to music on 100% in his ears his entire life. And then he's like, oh, I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. Like, and I'm like, babe, turn your volume down. And he's like, I swear I only had it at 55% today. I swear. Lies. But I guess the damage is already done, so it doesn't really make a difference now. But like, I swear, he makes me put my volume lower just thinking about tinnitus. Like, just thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? Let me turn that volume down a little. Like, I can't. I wouldn't be able to do it. I swear to God, I would go insane. Like, I would not be able to live that way. Like, I'm serious. He's gonna come in here, he's gonna be like, stop talking shit, you shit talker. You hear the wind out there? It's crazy. You know what movie I want to see though is the Inside Out 2. I want to see that. And also the new Little Mermaid. I haven't seen that yet. Basically kids movies is what I want to see at the ripe age of 31. I hear it really low. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather it be windy than just hot, so it's fine. But you want to see Superman? I just found out today that there's a new Superman, actually. I truly did. I just found that out today. I don't know anything. When I was a little kid, I went to go see the Hulk. That's the only superhero movie I've ever. Did I see X-Men in theaters? I don't know. I think is the Hulk related to X-Men? Is X-Men the Hulk? Does the Hulk turn into X-Men? Are they related? Are they cousins? Are they brothers? I don't know. I don't know anything about superheroes. If you ask me the difference between Marvel and the other one, I wouldn't know. DC, Marvel and DC, that's it, right? I also really want to see Suicide Squad. Never seen that before, but that's on my list. Mostly because I like the soundtrack. Anything that involves Lil Wayne, I am in. That dude looks like an alien. I love it so much. I've loved him ever since I was little. The weirder someone looks, the more I'm into it. It's very strange. You know why that is though? It's because I was surrounded by preppy white boys my whole life. I'm like literally I grew up with the whitest of the white. And now on the internet I see these people and I'm like, "Oh my god, something that's not white." Oh my god. I also don't like scary movies though. Like anything that's scary, I don't enjoy. I could read scary books, but I can't watch scary movies. Cause again, like if I watch a scary movie, that shit will be locked in my head until I die. So, like, it'll be like one of my 3 a.m. nights, and I'll be like, "Remember that scary movie that we saw like 3 years ago? Yeah, that was really scary, right? The one with the thing, the thing that popped out of the thing. Like, it'll never leave my head. It'll just be there on replay." Like the scariest movie I ever saw was this movie called Firefly, and it wasn't even scary. The only scary part about it was this little kid could like talk to dead people. But I remember seeing that at a really young age and being terrified. I don't even remember it, but at the time I was very scared. Have SOOO? I don't know what that is. It sounds like an anime though. Is that an anime? I don't know anime. Oh, Substance. No, no, I have not, and I won't. That sounds too scary for me. I'm a baby. I only watch movies about mermaids. I swear to God, I'm like somebody's 4-year-old cousin. I will never grow out of it. I'm at the point now where DP just assumes that I don't know movies. Once in a while, I'll be like, "Oh, the one with the person." Like once in a while, I do know it, but it's rare. He'll be like, "You know that guy that was in that movie, and played that movie, and was in that movie, and directed this movie, and went over here, and then did that." I don't, I don't know actors and actresses like that. He knows like everything about everyone. Should we check on the otters? Let's see. Before before I leave, we should check on the otters. There they are. Oh, they're not in frame right now. It's just the water. Oh, here comes one. Hold on, I'll share the screen. No one panic. I love him so much, you guys. Look how cute! I don't know why there's only one in frame right now, but yeah, they're in Canada. I don't know why people are such haters with the otters in my audience. It's really appalling. But I love them, and it's my live stream, so. See, this is what I do when Death Punch is asleep. I'm either reading something, watching YouTube a video of some sort, or watching the otters. I want one of them to grab that little toy that's right there. That's what I'm kind of waiting for. Have you visited them? Yes, I've seen them before. I want DP and me to go and see them again when he gets here. Look at that one, keeps doing swirly swirls. Alright, well. Can you feed them? I don't think so. But every once in a while, you'll see, like, you see that rock that's in the corner? You'll see someone walk to the edge of that rock and throw fish at them. Like, on the camera, you'll see. I want to come back as an otter. Can I do that? I love them so much. I want to be an otter. I want to be a little girl otter. I'm gonna get all the boy otters. With my flips and my tricks. I'm gonna be flipping them and tricking them. I feel like that one's a boy, though. That one's flipping, but it's giving masculine flip. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you for hanging out with me, Stug, and the other random people who have popped in and out of this live. I'll let you know how the phone call goes tomorrow. And when I will be getting a camera out my butt. I feel like I gave nothing in this live as far as entertainment, but I'm glad you were here. And I appreciate you. And so do the otters. The otters also love you. I'll see you guys in the next one.